good.
Big win for you guys today, just to kind of, even if nothing else, just kind of stop the skid a little bit and just kind of get back to just some positive momentum as you kind of head into postseason baseball.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to always say like a must win, but as a coaching staff, our discussion was, man, let's get out there. We got to get on the winning side. We've lost some heartbreakers. We've come up a run short here or there. And so you close the book on a regular season where you feel like this group is battle tested. I mean, they're just battle tested. I think the ACC is obviously one of the top 2 leagues in the country. And we kept our head above water. We had some great weekends. We had some, a couple tough ones. But I always go back to, we didn't get swept once. We obviously had several chances to win weekends on the road. We came up short. We didn't play great the last couple of weeks, but this week was a little kooky. I mean, the 16 innings on Sunday didn't help our cause. Not to make excuses, you're just this time of the year, short rest, and I give our pitching staff, Eberle and Bivin and Forbes, man, a lot of credit. And that's a good-looking rotation, going into a postseason. And obviously, you always need a couple more arms to step up. We get a few more arms to step up and get going and get hot and trust their stuff. We've shown we're plenty offensive. We're plenty offensive, but it takes pitching, defense, and the offense. I mean, the complete game, and this team's ready for that. I mean, if you pay attention to ACC baseball, holy cow, these games aren't easy. I mean, there's nothing easy about it. You have to earn it. You have to play the full 27 outs. And so it's been a fun year, and I'm very confident of this group because of the tests that they've been through. They're ready to compete in the postseason.
Obviously, it was big to snap that losing streak, and be able to go into the postseason with some momentum. But how big was it today to get a sort of a return to form type outing from Forbes?
It's his third start, right, since he came off the DL. It was a short stint at Notre Dame. It was okay. It was a good start at Georgia Tech. Wasn't great, but it was good. There was promise there. And then, today, man, that was against that offense with the wind blowing out. Man, he was really good, and happy for him. Obviously, what year this is, but he wants to be a part of this. He wants to help this team win. Like I said, when you look at what Bivin and Forbes have done the past couple of weeks, Eberle, my gosh, I feel really good about those 3 guys. But you can't go far with just 3 guys. You got to have a full staff, and so like I said, get a couple more arms to step up and get going, and now we have a real chance.
You mentioned yesterday, when I asked you, how do you help those guys get that belief back, and you said we need a big 2-out hit, and you got them today. Those guys came through. You guys did some good stuff with 2 outs and just some big hits when you needed them, and really, the offense really stepped and just kind of propelled you today when you in those middle innings.
Yeah, it's we always say no excuses and don't blame anybody else. So you can't. The offense can't blame the pitching, and then the pitching can't blame. The season's too long, and you're going to have games where the pitching staff gives up 2 runs and you lose 2-1 because you only scored 1. And then there's games you're going to score 8, 9, 10 runs, but pitching staff gave up 11 or 12. And so we always say that, on offense, our job is to score as many runs as we can, and on defense, our job is to keep as few as runs across the plate. So we've been close the last 2 or 3 weeks. Like I said, you've seen them all. The bases loaded, the 3-run homers robbed, the balls caught on the warning track. So I don't know. You still want to coach kids, but sometimes just stick to the process, right? The Nick Saban, stick to the process, trust, and it'll even out. And you've seen us enough to know, man, we're on the side. If it's going to even out, we're going to start getting some breaks here. That evens out, man. There's going to be a few things go our way these next couple of weeks.
What's your message to the team going to Durham next week? Obviously, you guys are in a much better standing as it pertains to the NCAA tournament as you were last year. But what's your message to them now?
We're going down there to win it. What I love about it this year, and I think our fans and everybody, it's survive in advance. I don't care if you play on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You play, you win, you advance, you lose, you pack up and go home. And that's similar to the postseason, even though you have double elimination. There's a lot of, elimination games in the postseason. There's a lot of great teams and teams that win a national championship having to so-called fight off elimination. So it's a Tuesday game for us, just like every Tuesday game. It's a staff game for us. It is what it is. Whoever it is, we just got to throw strikes, make plays, and score some runs. And then if you win Tuesday and you get to advance, now Eberle could he jump up another day to Wednesday? Where are you at on Wednesday? Then I think you're off on Thursday. So now you're back to, you got the Biv and Forbes going into the weekend. So not to get ahead of ourselves, but just as coaches with starting pitchers, that's the way you think. So put all your chips in the win on Tuesday, and let's see what happens.
You partially answered this already, but what are your thoughts on this new format for the ACC tournament?
As someone who never won the pool play, we got to the finals and we lost in extra innings. All those years we were the number 1 seed, we were this. It's just so frustrating. The pool play was just weird. And so this is exciting. I mean, this is a great test and a great challenge. And I think the fans are going to like it. And I know as coaches and players, man, when you show up to the park, we win, we get to play tomorrow and stay, we lose, as opposed to some of those games that were it was just weird. The pool play was different because it's not like the regionals, the super regionals or Omaha. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I think our fans are. But really, like I said, really happy for this group. I've enjoyed coaching this group and, seeing Eddie King do what Eddie King did today. I'd like to mention a bunch of players, but let's just mention Eddie because he's a senior and we've seen a lot of great moments here. But he's gone through his struggles like a lot of players go through. So when you come back for your senior year, man, nothing better. I don't know if there's a player our team is as happy for as they are for Eddie, for what type of player he is, what type of leader he is, and to see him go out at Jim Patterson Stadium like that, man, it was awesome.
Just real quick, how's Alex doing? It seemed like you re-aggravated that thumb.
Is that not the toughest kid? Just love his toughness. God, he fights. The talent is obvious. The toughness is next level. And he's doing that to help this team, And I'm kind of hard-headed and stubborn, and I think he's a little hard-headed and stubborn, and so we're pushing him out there, and I hate to see a setback, but we'll just take it day by day and let's see where he's at. But we couldn't just sit him on the bench or let him lean over the railing while his teammates are trying to do what they're doing. He wanted to be a part of it, and they looked at the box score yesterday and he had 3 hits. It's like, holy cow. He's not taking BP, he's not taking any reps during the week. He's just toughing it out. And so happy that Tanner Shiver stepped up. Let's just hope the best for Alex, whether that's the ACC tournament, and then obviously if he's not ready for that, you do have a couple weeks to the regionals. So I hope to get him back out there soon. Cool. Right.